1 hour to improve your English listening skills.
英文加中文配音，每天1小时，增强你的英文听力。
How was your walk with the dog this morning? How was your walk with the dog this morning?
今天早上你和狗散步怎么样？
It was great. He loved the park. It was great. He loved the park.
太棒了，他喜欢公园。
Did he play with any other dogs? Did he play with any other dogs?
他和其他狗玩了吗？
Yes, he met a friendly Labrador. Yes, he met a friendly Labrador.
是的，他遇到了一只友好的拉布拉多。
Did you take any treats for him? Did you take any treats for him?
你给他带零食了吗？
Of course, he loves those peanut butter biscuits. Of course, he loves those peanut butter biscuits.
当然，他喜欢那些花生酱饼干。
What time do you usually walk him? What time do you usually walk him?
你通常什么时候带他散步？
Early in the morning, around 6 a.m. Early in the morning, around 6 a.m.
早上很早，大约6点。
Does he behave well on the leash? Does he behave well on the leash?
他在皮带上表现好吗？
Most of the time, but he gets excited when he sees squirrels. Most of the time, but he gets excited when he sees squirrels.
大部分时间是的，但他看到松鼠时会兴奋。
Have you taken your dog to the vet recently? Have you taken your dog to the vet recently?
你最近带你的狗去看兽医了吗？
Yes, he had his annual checkup last week. Yes, he had his annual checkup last week.
是的，他上周做了年度体检。
Did the vet say he's healthy? Did the vet say he's healthy?
兽医说他健康吗？
He's in perfect health, thankfully. He's in perfect health, thankfully.
他健康状况良好，谢天谢地。
How often do you bathe your dog? How often do you bathe your dog?
你多久给你的狗洗一次澡？
About once a month, unless he gets really dirty. About once a month, unless he gets really dirty.
大约每月一次，除非他真的弄脏了。
Does he like baths? Does he like baths?
他喜欢洗澡吗？
Not really, but he tolerates them. Not really, but he tolerates them.
不是真的，但他能忍受。
What kind of food do you feed your dog? What kind of food do you feed your dog?
你给他吃什么食物？
I give him a mix of dry kibble and wet food. I give him a mix of dry kibble and wet food.
我给他吃干狗粮和湿粮的混合。
Do you give him any supplements? Do you give him any supplements?
你给他补充任何东西吗？
Just some fish oil for his coat. Just some fish oil for his coat.
只是给他的外套一些鱼油。
Have you trained him to do any tricks? Have you trained him to do any tricks?
你训练他做任何把戏了吗？
Yes, he can sit, stay, and roll over. Yes, he can sit, stay, and roll over.
是的，他可以坐、呆和翻滚。
That's impressive. How did you train him? That's impressive. How did you train him?
真令人印象深刻。你是怎么训练他的？
Lots of patience and positive reinforcement. Lots of patience and positive reinforcement.
很多的耐心和积极的强化。
Does he have a favorite toy? Does he have a favorite toy?
他有最喜欢的玩具吗？
He loves his squeaky rubber bone. He loves his squeaky rubber bone.
他喜欢他的滋滋作响的橡胶骨头。
Do you let him sleep in your bed? Do you let him sleep in your bed?
你让他睡在你的床上吗？
Sometimes, but he has his own bed too. Sometimes, but he has his own bed too.
有时候，但他也有自己的床。
Does he get along with other pets? Does he get along with other pets?
他和其他宠物相处的好吗？
Yes, he's very friendly with other animals. Yes, he's very friendly with other animals.
是的，他和其他动物相处的非常友好。
What do you do when you have to leave him alone? What do you do when you have to leave him alone?
当你必须让他单独待着时，你会做什么？
I'll make sure he has plenty of toys and leave the TV on. I'll make sure he has plenty of toys and leave the TV on.
我确保他有很多玩具，并且开着电视。
Does he ever get anxious when you're away? Does he ever get anxious when you're away?
当你不在家时，他会感到焦虑吗？
Sometimes, but he's gotten better over time. Sometimes, but he's gotten better over time.
有时候，但随着时间的推移，他已经好多了。
Do you take him with you on trips? Do you take him with you on trips?
你会带他一起去旅行吗？
Whenever possible, he loves car rides. Whenever possible, he loves car rides.
只要可能，他喜欢坐车旅行。
Does he have a favorite place to visit? Does he have a favorite place to visit?
他有最喜欢去的地方吗？
He loves the beach. He loves the beach.
他喜欢海滩。
How does he react to strangers? How does he react to strangers?
他对陌生人有什么反应？
He's usually very friendly. He's usually very friendly.
他通常非常友好。
Have you ever taken him to a dog park? Have you ever taken him to a dog park?
你曾经带他去过狗公园吗？
Yes, he loves running around with other dogs. Yes, he loves running around with other dogs.
是的，他喜欢和其他狗一起跑来跑去。
How do you handle him during fireworks? How do you handle him during fireworks?
在放烟花时，你如何处理他？
I'll make sure to stay with him and play calming music. I'll make sure to stay with him and play calming music.
我确保和他待在一起，播放舒缓的音乐。
Does he enjoy being groomed? Does he enjoy being groomed?
他喜欢被梳理吗？
He loves being brushed but hates nail trims. He loves being brushed but hates nail trims.
他喜欢被刷毛，但讨厌剪指甲。
Have you considered getting him a friend? Have you considered getting him a friend?
你考虑过给他找个朋友吗？
Yes, but we're still thinking about it. Yes, but we're still thinking about it.
是的，但我们还在考虑。
How does he behave at the vet? How does he behave at the vet?
他在兽医那里表现如何？
He's usually pretty calm, thanks to the vet's treats. He's usually pretty calm, thanks to the vet's treats.
他通常很平静，多亏了兽医的款待。
Do you use a crate for your dog? Do you use a crate for your dog?
你用笼子养狗吗？
Yes, he sees it as his safe space. Yes, he sees it as his safe space.
是的，他把它视为他的安全空间。
How did you choose his name? How did you choose his name?
你是怎么给他起名字的？
We wanted something short and easy to call. We wanted something short and easy to call.
我们想要简短易记的名字。
Does he respond well to his name? Does he respond well to his name?
他对他的名字反应好吗？
Yes, he comes running whenever we call him. Yes, he comes running whenever we call him.
是的，我们叫他时，他就会跑过来。
What do you do if he misbehaves? What do you do if he misbehaves?
如果他行为不端，你会怎么做？
We use timeouts and positive reinforcement. We use timeouts and positive reinforcement.
我们使用即时隔离和积极强化。
Does he have any quirks? Does he have any quirks?
他有什么怪癖吗？
He loves to chase his tail. He loves to chase his tail.
他喜欢追自己的尾巴。
What's the funniest thing he's ever done? What's the funniest thing he's ever done?
他做过的最有趣的事情是什么？
He once tried to chase a shadow and ran into a wall. He once tried to chase a shadow and ran into a wall.
他曾经试图追逐影子，结果撞到了墙上。
Does he enjoy car rides? Does he enjoy car rides?
他喜欢坐车兜风吗？
Yes, he loves sticking his head out the window. Yes, he loves sticking his head out the window.
是的，他喜欢把头伸出窗外。
How often do you take him to the dog park? How often do you take him to the dog park?
你多久带他去一次狗公园？
About once a week. About once a week.
大约1周一次。
Have you tried any dog sports with him? Have you tried any dog sports with him?
你带他尝试过任何狗狗运动吗？
We tried agility training, and he loved it. We tried agility training, and he loved it.
我们尝试了敏捷训练，他很喜欢。
Does he get along with children? Does he get along with children?
他和孩子们相处得好吗？
Yes, he's very gentle with kids. Yes, he's very gentle with kids.
是的，他对孩子们很温柔。
What do you do for his birthday? What do you do for his birthday?
他生日你为他做什么？
We throw him a little party with dog-friendly treats. We throw him a little party with dog-friendly treats.
我们为他举办一个狗狗友好的小派对。
Does he have a favorite spot in the house? Does he have a favorite spot in the house?
他在房子里有最喜欢的位置吗？
He loves lying by the window. He loves lying by the window.
他喜欢躺在窗户旁边。
How does he react to other animals on TV? How does he react to other animals on TV?
他对电视上的其他动物有什么反应？
He barks at them sometimes. He barks at them sometimes.
他有时会对它们叫。
Do you give him human food? Do you give him human food?
你给他吃人类的食物吗？
Occasionally, but only safe foods. Occasionally, but only safe foods.
偶尔，但只限安全的食物。
Has he ever escaped from the yard? Has he ever escaped from the yard?
他有没有从院子里逃出来过？
Once, but we found him quickly. Once, but we found him quickly.
有一次，但我们很快就找到了他。
What commands does he know? What commands does he know?
他知道哪些命令？
Sit, stay, roll over, and shake. Sit, stay, roll over, and shake.
坐下，待着，翻滚，握手。
How long did it take to train him? How long did it take to train him?
训练他需要多长时间？
A few months of consistent practice. A few months of consistent practice.
几个月的持续练习。
Does he have any allergies? Does he have any allergies?
他有过敏症吗？
He's allergic to chicken. He's allergic to chicken.
他对鸡肉过敏。
How do you keep him entertained indoors? How do you keep him entertained indoors?
你怎么让他在室内娱乐？
Lots of toys and interactive games. Lots of toys and interactive games.
许多玩具和互动游戏。
What kind of leash do you use? What kind of leash do you use?
你使用什么样的牵引绳？
A retractable one. So he has some freedom. A retractable one. So he has some freedom.
一个可伸缩的，这样他有一些自由。
Does he know any fun tricks? Does he know any fun tricks?
他知道什么有趣的把戏吗？
He can play dead. He can play dead.
他可以装死。
How does he react to the mail carrier? How does he react to the mail carrier?
他对邮递员有什么反应？
He barks every time. He barks every time.
他每次都叫。
Do you have a dog walker for him? Do you have a dog walker for him?
你为他请了遛狗的人吗？
Only when we're both busy with work. Only when we're both busy with work.
只有当我们都忙于工作时。
What's his favorite treat? What's his favorite treat?
他最喜欢的零食是什么？
He loves cheese. He loves cheese.
他喜欢奶酪。
Did you get your cat from a shelter? Did you get your cat from a shelter?
你的猫是从收容所来的吗？
Yes, she was a rescue. Yes, she was a rescue.
是的，它是被救出来的。
How old is your cat? How old is your cat?
你的猫多大了？
She's about 3 years old. She's about 3 years old.
它大约3岁了。
Does she have a favorite toy? Does she have a favorite toy?
它有最喜欢的玩具吗？
She loves her feather wand. She loves her feather wand.
它喜欢它的羽毛棒。
What kind of food do you feed your cat? What kind of food do you feed your cat?
你给你的猫喂什么食物？
I give her a mix of dry and wet food. I give her a mix of dry and wet food.
我给它干湿混合的食物。
Does she like catnip? Does she like catnip?
它喜欢猫薄荷吗？
She goes crazy for it. She goes crazy for it.
它为此而疯狂。
Does your cat sleep in your bed? Does your cat sleep in your bed?
你的猫睡在你的床上吗？
Yes, she curls up at the foot of the bed. Yes, she curls up at the foot of the bed.
是的，它蜷缩在床角。
How does she react to strangers? How does she react to strangers?
它对陌生人有什么反应？
She's a bit shy at first, but warms up quickly. She's a bit shy at first, but warms up quickly.
它一开始有点害羞，但很快就热络起来。
Does she use a scratching post? Does she use a scratching post?
它使用猫抓板吗？
Yes, and she loves it. Yes, and she loves it.
是的，它喜欢它。
Have you trained her to do any tricks? Have you trained her to do any tricks?
你训练它做任何把戏了吗？
She can sit and give a high five. She can sit and give a high five.
它可以坐下并击掌。
How do you keep her entertained? How do you keep her entertained?
你如何让它娱乐？
Lots of toys and interactive play sessions. Lots of toys and interactive play sessions.
许多玩具和互动游戏环节。
Does she get along with other pets? Does she get along with other pets?
它和其他宠物相处的好吗？
She tolerates the dog, but prefers to be alone. She tolerates the dog, but prefers to be alone.
它容忍狗，但更喜欢独处。
How often do you take her to the vet? How often do you take her to the vet?
你多久带它去看兽医？
Once a year for her checkup. Once a year for her checkup.
每年一次，给它做体检。
Does she like being groomed? Does she like being groomed?
它喜欢被梳理吗？
She loves being brushed. She loves being brushed.
它喜欢被刷。
How do you handle her when you need to give her medicine? How do you handle her when you need to give her medicine?
你需要给它吃药时，你怎么处理它？
I hide it in her favorite treat. I hide it in her favorite treat.
我把它藏在它最喜欢的零食里。
Does she have any quirks? Does she have any quirks?
它有什么怪癖吗？
She loves to chase laser pointers. She loves to chase laser pointers.
他喜欢追逐激光指示器。
What do you do when you have to leave her alone? What do you do when you have to leave her alone?
当你不得不留下她一个人时，你会怎么做？
I'll make sure she has plenty of toys and a cozy spot to sleep. I'll make sure she has plenty of toys and a cozy spot to sleep.
我确保她有很多玩具和一个舒适的睡觉地方。
Does she ever get anxious when you're away? Does she ever get anxious when you're away?
当你不在时，她会感到焦虑吗？
Not really, she's pretty independent. Not really, she's pretty independent.
不会，她相当独立。
Does she enjoy car rides? Does she enjoy car rides?
她喜欢坐车吗？
Not at all. She meows the whole time. Not at all. She meows the whole time.
一点也不，她一直喵喵叫。
What's her favorite spot in the house? What's her favorite spot in the house?
她在家里最喜欢的地方是哪里？
She loves the windowsill. She loves the windowsill.
她喜欢窗台。
How does she react to other cats? How does she react to other cats?
她对其他猫有什么反应？
She's very territorial. She's very territorial.
她非常地盘意识强。
Have you tried any cat puzzles with her? Have you tried any cat puzzles with her?
你有没有和她玩过猫玩具？
Yes, and she loves them. Yes, and she loves them.
是的，她很喜欢。
Does she like to be held? Does she like to be held?
她喜欢被抱着吗？
Only on her terms. Only on her terms.
只有在她愿意的情况下。
How does she react to loud noises? How does she react to loud noises?
她对大声噪音有什么反应？
She hides under the bed. She hides under the bed.
她躲在床底下。
Does she enjoy being outside? Does she enjoy being outside?
她喜欢待在外面吗？
Only if she's on a leash. Only if she's on a leash.
只有当她拴着绳子的时候。
How did you choose her name? How did you choose her name?
你是怎么给她起名字的？
We wanted something unique and fitting for her personality. We wanted something unique and fitting for her personality.
我们想要一些独特且适合她个性的东西。
Does she respond to her name? Does she respond to her name?
她对她的名字有反应吗？
Sometimes, especially if there's food involved. Sometimes, especially if there's food involved.
有时候，特别是如果有食物参与。
How often do you clean her litter box? How often do you clean her litter box?
你多久清理一次她的猫砂盆？
Every day. Every day.
每天。
What kind of litter do you use? What kind of litter do you use?
你使用什么样的猫砂？
Unscented clumping litter. Unscented clumping litter.
无香型凝结猫砂。
Does she have any favorite treats? Does she have any favorite treats?
她有最喜欢的零食吗？
She loves tuna-flavored snacks. She loves tuna-flavored snacks.
她喜欢金枪鱼味的小吃。
How does she react to the vacuum cleaner? How does she react to the vacuum cleaner?
她对吸尘器有什么反应？
She runs and hides. She runs and hides.
她跑开并躲藏。
Have you ever taken her on a trip? Have you ever taken her on a trip?
你曾经带她去旅行过吗？
Just short car rides to the vet. Just short car rides to the vet.
只是短途车程去兽医那里。
Does she have a favorite type of bed? Does she have a favorite type of bed?
她有最喜欢的床型吗？
She loves her heated cat bed. She loves her heated cat bed.
他喜欢他的电热猫床。
How do you play with her? How do you play with her?
你如何和他玩耍？
We play with feather wands and laser pointers. We play with feather wands and laser pointers.
我们用羽毛棒和激光笔玩耍。
Does she like to climb? Does she like to climb?
他喜欢爬吗？
Yes, she loves her cat tree. Yes, she loves her cat tree.
是的，他爱他的猫树。
How do you introduce her to new people? How do you introduce her to new people?
你如何向新人介绍他？
Slowly and with treats. Slowly and with treats.
慢慢的，用零食。
Does she ever try to escape outside? Does she ever try to escape outside?
他是否曾试图逃到外面？
Sometimes, but we keep a close eye on her. Sometimes, but we keep a close eye on her.
有时候，但我们紧盯着他。
How do you handle her during vet visits? How do you handle her during vet visits?
你如何在兽医访问期间处理他？
With lots of treats and calming sprays. With lots of treats and calming sprays.
用很多零食和镇静喷雾。
Does she have any allergies? Does she have any allergies?
他有过敏吗？
Not that we know of. Not that we know of.
据我们所知，没有。
How does she react to new furniture? How does she react to new furniture?
他对新家具有什么反应？
She sniffs it cautiously. She sniffs it cautiously.
他谨慎地嗅它。
Does she have a favorite hiding spot? Does she have a favorite hiding spot?
他有最喜欢的藏身之处吗？
Under the bed or in the closet? Under the bed or in the closet?
在床下还是衣柜里？
How does she react to birds outside? How does she react to birds outside?
他对外面的鸟有什么反应？
She chirps and watches them intently. She chirps and watches them intently.
他叽叽喳喳地叫，专注地看着它们。
Do you give her any supplements? Do you give her any supplements?
你给它补充任何营养品吗？
Just some fish oil for her coat. Just some fish oil for her coat.
只是给它的皮毛补充一些鱼油。
How often do you brush her? How often do you brush her?
你多久给它刷一次毛？
Every few days. Every few days.
每隔几天。
Does she enjoy watching TV? Does she enjoy watching TV?
他喜欢看电视节目吗？
She likes watching nature documentaries. She likes watching nature documentaries.
他喜欢看自然纪录片。
How do you handle her when she scratches furniture? How do you handle her when she scratches furniture?
当他抓家具时，你怎么处理他？
I redirect her to the scratching post. I redirect her to the scratching post.
我把它引向猫抓板。
Does she have a favorite human in the house? Does she have a favorite human in the house?
他在家里有最喜欢的人吗？
She seems to like everyone equally. She seems to like everyone equally.
他似乎平等地喜欢每个人。
How does she react to thunderstorms? How does she react to thunderstorms?
他对雷暴有什么反应？
She hides until they pass. She hides until they pass.
他躲起来，直到他们过去。
Have you tried clicker training with her? Have you tried clicker training with her?
你尝试过用点击器训练他吗？
Yes, and it's been quite effective. Yes, and it's been quite effective.
是的，这非常有效。
Does she get along with the dog? Does she get along with the dog?
他和狗相处的好吗？
They tolerate each other. They tolerate each other.
他们互相容忍。
How do you introduce her to new environments? How do you introduce her to new environments?
你如何将她介绍给新环境？
Slowly and with lots of reassurance. Slowly and with lots of reassurance.
慢慢的，带着许多安慰。